Here, every athlete is.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
And good evening, everyone. We welcome you inside the cage here at Concordia Lutheran High School as the K-Nets get ready to take on the Bishop Dwenger Saints in an old-fashioned SAC matchup between two longtime rivals here at the cage. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. Let's go ahead and, of course, before we go any further for these two teams, let you know tonight's game is brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill. They've been a Fort Wayne staple for over 40 years with them online at BigEyedFish.com. By Tom Steele Tire. Two locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Visit them online at TomSteeleTire.com. By Ottmuller Contracting. From bid to build, Ottmuller Contracting has you covered. By Summit Volleyball. Training on building the highest quality volleyball teams from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. Quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about at Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. You can earn your online degree programs thanks to the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs at online.sf.edu. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the local district councils and affiliated local unions that help build Indiana, we are Lyuda. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program. Visit them online at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And brought to you by the folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can hear the school song of Concordia being played as we are still awaiting to get things going here at the cage this evening. We'll be back with the starting lineups and opening tip in just a little bit. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
In the way that everyone thinks correctly. I got a hold of everything and I come to stand. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come to stand. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light.
As the guns are firing off, let's go ahead and introduce Your starting lineups first for the visiting Saints of Bishop Dwenger. Number 4 is going to be George Pori. Number 22, Casey Piper. Number 20 and Luke Dykusen. Number 10, Tommy Kaufman. And number 12 in Zach Lehrman. Meanwhile, for Concordia, the lineup looks a little bit like this as you see the guns go off. Clayton Goodman wearing number 2, Eli Trent wearing number 3, number 14, and Rayshawn Johnson, number 30 in Charlie Lang, and number 32 in Evan Armstead. And an all-important matchup for both of these teams, looking to try to right the ship a little bit here to start the season. Concordia coming in 1-3 on the year. Bishop Dwenger coming in at 1-2. That already matches their win total from last year. And that was a win against West Noble, or Central Noble, 50-45. Back on January 11th. And how do I know? Well, I may or may not have been there. Actually, yes, I was there. They call that one. Fun fact, Concordia is going to bring it over on your screen, left to right. Bishop Dwenger going to be left to right to left as the jumper on the way. This one won't go. Rebound coming back in the hands of the Saints, and now quickly moving it opposite side. It's in the hands of Lehrman. Lehrman gets back over to Kaufman. Kaufman up top. Kaufman tries to sails it inside, and he does. It's Piper. Piper losing it for just a moment. Piper again trying to lurk in on the interim. Both teams no fouls at the moment. Jumper on the way. This one doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of Johnson. Johnson looking to take it back the other way. Trip down. It's going to go against the Saints. And our first whistle coming in at 7:15 in the first. As it'll go against Casey Piper. That'll be his first. Goodman sails this one up and across. Jumper on the way. Doesn't go. And a traveling violation. Going to go against Bishop Dwenger, interestingly enough, and Dykusen. So Dykusen going to get credit for the jump and the travel. So still no score. 7:08 remaining here in the first. Trail in again to Trent. Trent looks back over to Lang. Goodman now looking for the reset. Goodman now looking for it. Gets over to Trent. Trent lurking in. High jumper on the way coming from the hands of Johnson. That doesn't go. And back in the hands of the Saints. 6:47 remaining here in the first. Spits this out opposite side. Now another chance. Jumper on the way. This one does not go. Deflected. Nearly picked up by the Saints. They're going to say it is going to be still off the Saints. And deflected off Concordia player. Early on. 6:36 remaining here in the opening quarter. Well, again, for this Bishop Dwenger team, a team that only won one game last season, certainly nowhere else to go, but up, nice triple on the way. As Dykusen able to get this one up and in. And a connection back on the opposite side, and a whistle will be called as it'll just go out of play. Saints getting a win over to Calb on Tuesday night, 68-52, looking to try to continue something called a winning streak. Concordia trying to get back on one or start a new one of their own. Push again for Johnson. Johnson sets back to Trent. Trent again, top of the arc. Looks again, penetrates the key. Won't get this one to go. Nice jumper on the inside, doesn't go. Now another tip. Deflected. Going to go back to Bishop Dwenger the other way. And the students certainly making themselves known early on. With 5:58 remaining here in the opening quarter. 3-0 advantage of Dwenger. Push again now back on the inside. They go to Piper. Piper spits this one out to Lehrman. Lehrman still looking on the interim. Connects over to DeCusin. DeCusin trying to keep it in. It does a great job getting it off the deflection. DeCusin again looking to reset. No shot clock. DeCusin content to stay with it, but going to be out on the deflection. No tip. They say it goes back to Concordia. With 5:22 remaining here in the opening quarter, 3-0 advantage of Bishop Dwenger. As you see the Cadets ready to bring this one over and across, and they do. They get this out to Goodman. Goodman looks up on the cut from the hands of Lang, excuse me. That one does not go. Chance again on the reach, and a foul going to go against the Cadets, so they'll pick up their first of the night. So that'll be picked up on number 32 in Evan Armstead. So that'll be his first of the evening. The only other foul on the board currently against number 22 in Casey Piper. As this free throw is up and in, already a two-possession game. Bishop Dwenger again, Concordia Lutheran, I beg your pardon, a team just 2 seasons ago was getting ever so closer to trying to go to a sectional final, sectional final, and even past that, but were met by Bishop Dwenger to close that out just 3 seasons ago. They went 18-7. And the year after that, they go 14-13 in 27 games, but do get a little bit of help in their sectional, but end up losing 2 points to Delta last season for this Concordia Lutheran team, 5-19. So again, the Cadets looking to rebuild. Phil Brackman, and assisted by Brian Lessel, trying to push their way forward and getting their team in motion, as the foul is going to be picked up against the Cadets this time on Eli Trent. Another quick jumper on the way. This one a nice swish on the board, coming from the hands of George Pori. And a 6-point game. Jumper on the way. Concordia has not been able to hit the nylon at all here in the first. There'll be a kick, and we'll get a reset upcoming. But 4:27 remaining. 2 Dwenger players scoring 3 apiece. George Pori, he's got 3. Luke DeCusin, he's got 3. Pori wants to add another 3. Won't get it to go. Nice tip again. What a great save from Learman. And another chance again on the opposite side. Now they sail this one up top. Connects over to Kaufman. Kaufman, still plenty of time to work with. 4:09 remaining here in the first. Able to swing this one again on the inside to Pori. Doesn't go. Offensive board, yes. Picked up again from Learman. And a nice pickup again now coming from the hands of Piper. Piper sails this one up and in. DeCusin does it again. And the Saints start on a 9-0 run here in the opening quarter. Here's Trent. Looking to try to get this one up and across. Doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of the Saints. Another chance forward. Here's Pori. Doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of Trent. Cadets move it back inside. Spits it back over to Goodman. Goodman lurking in. Nice little spin move coming in from Armstead. That stops the drought after 4 minutes and 47 seconds. 9-2 advantage of BD. Kaufman spits it out. Pori, 3, bang! George Pori drains it for the triple. And Concordia wants to stop and think it over. Take a look at that again one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As George Pori able to find the way. And Concordia with the advantage as Bishop Dwenger with the advantage. They lead it 12-2 here in the first. Back in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, the chance of Why So Quiet now coming in play for the Concordia faithful, and right now with reason, it's a 10-point advantage thanks to the Saints as they start off on a 9-0 run. The trap the defense on the inside, kick ball going to go the other way, going to stay with the Saints on the interim. Again, 6 games on the network tonight for you. Not only we have this, but SAC play certainly getting well underway here in the 2-6-0. Snyder and Northside, Southside and Northrop in SAC games we have for you here tonight. Canterbury and Blackhawk, Huntington North and Leo, Belmont and New Haven. They're in their NE8 openers. Again, 6 games right here on Summit City Sports. We're glad you're joining us for this one here tonight as a reach-in going to go the opposite side. And an offensive or defensive going to go the other way. We're looking to see officially who that's going to be credited to. It does go against Bishop Dwenger, this time against, or actually at home against number 14 and Rayshawn Johnson. A little bit of a miscue from our officiating crew. It's going to be team foul number 3, 12-2 here in the first. Reach into Piper on the inside. Piper looks to get this one back in his hands. It's Lehrman. Lehrman sets back over to Pori. Pori, 2:06 remaining. Looking to try to trail this one again on the inside. Finds Kaufman. Long triple on the way. This one goes in and out. Deflected off the tip. Eventually picked up by Concordia. And now the Cadets looking to try to sail it back in opposite side. Now coming into the hands of Johnson. Johnson, or Sloan. Sloan. Now back with it. Now connects with Johnson. Johnson on the bounce pass. Connects over to Armstead. Long triple on the way. This one off the top. Eventually goes back into Saint territory. $1:35 remaining, 12-2 here in the first. As he goes over the line. So dual substitutions coming in for Concordia. You're going to see number 2, Clayton Goodman, number 33, Grant Allman coming in. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it'll be Henry Jordan and Lewis Morris coming in, number 11, number 25, respectively. It's a 10-point lead advantage of the Saints. Cadets trying to get something going here. Long 3 on the way, deflected, doesn't go. Picked up by Jordan. Jordan now quickly chasing it across the timeline. Spits it out. Connects back again, opposite side. 8-foot jumper doesn't go. And a minute remaining. This one, nice deflection up the middle. That's coming off the hands of number 20 in DQ's. But a reach in on the inside, tries to go for that wild play, which would have been a great play for Pori, but foul instead will be credited back to Concordia. As Clayton Goodman's going to get ticketed for his first of the night. So 4 team fouls for the Cadets with 54.6 remaining. And this one rims out from the hands of Pori. Jumper again on the inside. This one doesn't go, but a putback coming in time from the hands of Lewis Morris. As Morris able to connect in on the interim, he gets his first deuce of the night. And a 4-possession game advantage of the Saints. Go back to Lang. Lang looking to try to keep it in control. This one's held again in time from Eggold. Eggold might be content holding with the last shot. No shot clock here in the state of Indiana. Not yet. Left side. Going to be thrown up from Goodman. That doesn't go. Rebound on the hustle. Still going to stay with the Cadets with 16.8 remaining. So the reach in on the inside, 14-2. Push again up the middle. Nice little floater coming from the hands of Ethan Sloan. 10 seconds left to go. Here's Sloan. Now a push again for Pori. Pori looking to set it up. Spins it back. Finds DQs it. DQs it off the rim. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. So a dominant Dwenger start. Concordia trying to cool the Jets. But it's all Bishop Dwenger at the end of one here at the Cage.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
We're back inside second quarter, just getting underway. An advantage of Bishop Dwenger, 14-4. We'd like to welcome those of you who may have been watching the Leo and Huntington North game. The Lions leading that one over the Vikings, 33-22 there at the intermission. We'll get you caught up on other scores as time permits here tonight. Another jumper, this one coming off the hands, doesn't go. Nice reach in. Going to go against the Saints. It looks like this one's going to go against number 23 and Charlie Bailey. So that'll be his first. That'll be his first, team's first of the second. And a 10-point advantage of the Saints of Bishop Dwenger, already trying to add more to their win total than what we saw last season. Just one win for Bishop Dwenger. Concordia going 5-19. So again, both teams certainly looking for positive momentum here in 2025. Morris misses them both, but able to get the offensive board. Eventually, this gets deflected by Morris. So a nice hustle point save. Morris tries to make something out of nothing. Pushes in a little too deep. And going to go back to Concordia as Morris is going to pick up his first. We're actually going to travel, so no foul. 14-4 advantage of the Saints. Concordia trying to draw up some offensive momentum here to start in this one. Again, for the Cadets, looking at their schedule, this is indeed only their fourth or fifth game of this regular season, and turnovers have not been terribly kind to the Cadets so far. Long three on the way. This one doesn't go off the hands of DeCusin. Armstead connecting back to Eggold. Eggold still looking, now sets it back to Armstead. He looks for a three, that's up and in. As Charlie Lang able to get it on the board and make it a 7-point game. 14-7 advantage of Bishop Dwenger. Concordia trying to get ever so closer against their rivals from just a few blocks away. Tip block saved in time, coming again from Bailey. And now another push again, opposite side. Lang, that's good if it goes, doesn't get it. Rebound back to the hands of Trent. Looks to keep it alive. And eventually bobbled off the hands of the Saints and Henry Jordan. So quick hustle points on the board. 6:06 remaining in quarter number 2. Other games going on right now. It is Snyder leading over Northside, 31-18. They are in the second quarter in that one. Turbo clock just about close to being turned on up the road off State. That's a nice jumper up and in for Concordia to make it 14-9, 53-23. Blackhawk Christian leading over Canterbury. And in the second, near the intermission, they have hit the intermission. It's New Haven over Belmont, 37-27. And a reaching, going to go back the opposite side. And deflected out of play. So the turnovers now coming back to haunt the Saints here in the second. 5:44 remaining. Southside and Northrop, they are also about to hit the intermission there, if not awfully close to hitting the intermission. 34-17, advantage of the Archers on the northwest side of Fort Wayne. Reach in again, going to be called against Concordia, and the fouls now could be coming back to haunt Bishop Dwenger a little bit. Not just the turnovers, but the fouls, and the first one going to be picked up on number 12 in Zach Learman. As Bailey able to answer this in time, and a chance to cut this to a one-possession game. We'll look to try to do it again here. They don't. But a nice push deflection off the hands of Lang. Trying to keep a hand on it. Who's got it up the middle? Eventually it's a whistle against Concordia. It's going to be against Charlie Lang, so that'll be his first, team foul number 2. 5:32 remaining here in quarter number 2. Now they're taking their time, resetting again once more. Here's Kaufman. Looks to connect. Able to spit this one inside. Looks over to Learman. Learman trying to continue to keep an angle on it. Spits it out. Connects back over to Pieper. And the kick ball going to go back. Still stay in the hands of the Saints. 14-10. We got more basketball coming up for you tomorrow here on the network. 3 games, 3 ways. It'll be Bluffton taking on Garrett, Elkhart at Snyder, and Concordia taking on New Haven. So these cadets, no rest for the wicked, back on the road in an EACS matchup. This one off the board, a chance to really try to gain some momentum here. Here's a nice little floater. Doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of Armstead. Armstead can't get this one to go. Nice reach up and in for Eli Trent. Trent able to answer it back. And all of a sudden, Concordia now on an 8-0 run here in the second. And the Cadets trying to make some noise, as what was a lead of 10 is now down to 2. Back in a moment.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning.
As they get ready to go swag surfing here in the stands, it is a 2-point game advantage of the Saints. But Concordia on an 8-0 run, trying to make it into their advantage in their first lead of the night. Long triple on the way, coming from the hands of DQs and can't get it to go. Now the Cadets looking to sail it back the other way. Open pasture up and in. And a slam jam-a-rama. Once more for the freshman and Charlie Bailey. And an arm bar called. They were hoping that one would count. It obviously won't. But the Cadets able to tie it on the nice flush from the big fella. We take a look at that again one more time. Able to connect with it and back on the board. And so we're even at 14 here in the second. Bailey looks again on the inside. 2-1-1 pressure. Tries to sail this one up. Doesn't go. But a nice reach up and in and then one. Evan Armstead able to get it on the inside. And all of a sudden, the Cadettes now on a, by our count, 12-0 run here in the second. Or at least it's being down 14-4 on a 12-0 run. Looking to extend it to number 13. They won't here, as this one's off the mark. Steele again inside. Look to set this one up again. Nice push up the middle. Doesn't go. Connects back off the hands of DeCusin. DeCusin looking to push forth. They were looking for a push. They say play on. Chance again. Looking out. They go back to DeCusin. DeCusin sets over to Pori. Pori looks again. 3:18 left to go here in the opening front half. Quick three on the way from Pori. Doesn't go. Nice board. As Pieper threw it away. Bounce pass again. Looks to connect up for Kaufman. Won't get it, but a foul will be called with 3:04 left to go. So already the second personal foul for Eli Trent. Concordia will pick up their third here in the second. 3:04 remaining. And the jumper and the quick free throw back up and in for the Saints. Actually off target for the Saints, we should say. Both go in. Even at 16, 3:04 left to go. Quick connection in on the inside. Here's Lang. Now connecting back over to Bailey. Triple on the way, no whistle. They're going to say it's on the floor. We'll see who's the ticket against. It looks like it's going to be against number 25 and Lewis Morris. So Morris is going to pick up his first of the night. And both teams at 3 fouls. Well, now Bishop Dwenger with 4 fouls. 16-16 here in the second. Chance again upcoming for Bailey. Lobbed over. Going to be deflected off Bailey, and the Saints with an opportunity to put it up and in. Again, the Cadettes just need one more foul to get into that bonus territory for the remaining period. So they're going to have to try to draw some contact. And they've done a great job of at least trying to deflect the constant offensive rebounds. Something that Bishop Dwenger has been very good at here in this one so far. This one sailed inside, connects back over to Kaufman. Kaufman looks up over to Learman, but a travel called. So Learman's going to get the whistle for the travel. And just like that, it is 16-16, 2:21 left to go. Another push again on the interim. This one not going to land. This one picked up now from the hands of the Saints again. It's Learman now. Learman on the chase. 2 minutes remaining. Finds Kaufman. Kaufman blocked again by Bailey. Now another push again. Now it's the Cadettes looking again opposite side. It's in the hands. We should say, of Higgold. Now looking back to Bailey. Bailey bobbles it. $1:48 remaining. Sets back over to Armstead. Armstead looks to try to get it up and over. Nice jumper. Can't get the kiss off the glass. And a rebound back in the hands of the Saints. It goes back to Pori. $1:36 remaining. And a foul will be called. It'll be the second foul on number 14 and Rayshawn Johnson. And so both teams now at 4 fouls apiece for the remaining 1:35 here in the second. Both teams 2 touchdowns and the 2-point conversion on the board. And a nice jumper on the way from Pori. So it still keeps the Saints with the advantage. As Pori leads the way with 8 right now. A slew of different scores for Concordia, led by Bailey currently on the floor with 5. Was leading with 5. That's a quick 3 on the way. Again from Charlie Lang. 1 minute remaining, 1 point game here in the second. Deflected back to Concordia. So a great reach again once more, but the Cadets just continuing to battle in on the inside as they lead it by 1. They're going to take their time up here, and they do with Eggold. Eggold trying to connect in once more. Spits this out, opposite side. Connects over to Armstead. Armstead with a nice little kiss off the glass and in. It's Evan Armstead now with 6 apiece, 30 seconds remaining. Saints trying to even it up, still a one-possession game. They get this one outside, now connecting back over to Learman. Learman looking over to sail it in the inside corner. Finds Pori. Pori still lurking, and he's got a foot outside. So a big break for the Cadets, 21-18, with 18.6 remaining here in the second. And you got to think they will be content to close on the last shot of this first half. Eggold spits it out. Opposite corner. Doesn't go. And quickly shaved up opposite side. Going to be short. And that's how this wild and wacky first half will come to a close. As the Saints led by as many as 12 at 1 point. But it's Concordia going on a 13-0 run, or 12-0 run, we should say, to help them pull away here at the intermission. 21-18, advantage of the Cadets. We'll be back with the second coming up in just a moment. And tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill, 4 locations best to serve you in Fort Wayne, and an institution for over 40 years. The Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill. And also another institution for 40 years, Tom Steele Tire. 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Visit them online at TomSteeleTire.com. By Ottmuller Contracting, from bid to build, Ottmuller Contracting has you covered. Visit them online at OttmullerContracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. Be sure to visit them online at jollylawfirm.com. The choice of attorney should not be made solely upon advertisements. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis, designed for your flexibility and your convenience, as some degree programs can be completed in as little as 12 months. Visit them online at online.sf.edu today. By the 10,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge training program, designed to maximize your athleticism and take it to the next level. Schedule your free consultation tonight at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And brought to you by the fine folks here at Summit City Sports. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on X at 260 Sports, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. At the intermission, it is Concordia leading 21-18 over their crosstown foe. We'll be back coming up in just a little bit. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
That's the way that's why I changed direction. Jump out, I got a hold of one thing and I come to stand. that street life.
At halftime here at the Cage, it's Concordia, thanks to a surgent second quarter run, to able to get them up to a 3-point advantage, 21-18, as we go into the second half coming up in just a moment. Current scoring leaders, George Pori leading the way for the Saints. He's got 8 points. Two different leaders for Concordia with 6 on the board in Charlie Lang and Evan Armstead. As we get you ready for the second half, coming up in just a moment. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on Summit City Sports.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We welcome you back. Third quarter ready to get underway between these two teams. And again, one of the great rivalries here in the SAC, and both teams looking to at least try to find the right edge when it comes to getting into the start of their season. Again, only the 5th game for Bishop Dwenger, only the 4th for Concordia this season, as the Cadets lead it by 3, 21-18. Joe Northern, Matt Jackson on camera. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Deflection again, going to be picked up on the inside, back by the Saints, as we're just underway here in quarter number 3. As you see Tommy Kaufman able to pick that one up in time. Able to get this in on the interim. Now back over to Casey Piper. Piper looking to connect on the inside, finds Pori. Pori looking to go inside, left of the key. Nice quick save up the middle, up and in. Zach Learman on the nice return on the inside to make it 21-20. So we're just underway here in the third, 7:05 remaining. Learman getting his first deuce on the bucket on the books tonight. Quick shot on the board coming in for Trent. That won't go, but whistle will be called. Well, don't forget, more basketball for you tomorrow night. We will see the same Concordia Cadets take on the New Haven Bulldogs. That'll be your game at 7:30 tomorrow night right here on the network. And what we can tell you right now, New Haven taking on Belmont in their NE8 opener. The Bulldogs leading now by 12, 39-27. They are a little inside the third quarter, about 5 minutes left. So they had a long extended intermission. Nice triple again on the way for Concordia to extend the advantage back to a 2-possession game. Make it 24-20. Deflected out from the hands of Kaufman. Kaufman trying to chase it up on his inside. Couldn't get it to go. But a reach in going to go against Clayton Goodman on the board. So actually Trent's going to pick up his third, I beg your pardon. So all of a sudden, Trent in foul trouble on the board for the Cadets, led by Phil Brackman and company, and he's going to be coming off. 24-20. Throw it on the inside. They connect it back over to Piper. Piper looking to sail this one out, up and over. Pori for 3. It goes. George Pori with a nice triple on the board, and again a 1-point affair. An advantage of Concordia. Pori with 11 of the 23. Cadets trying to find an answer. Left side jumper doesn't go. Gets right back into the hands of Kaufman. Kaufman connects back over to Pori. Long 3. Doesn't get it to go. Deke Hewson couldn't get it. Now a little bit of a battle inside the key, eventually picked up by the Cadets. Quick give and go, doesn't go, but a reach in from Kaufman will certainly help Concordia's cause. 5:53 remaining here in the third. So his first, team's first, as Kaufman will get ticketed for the first time tonight, as we see number 14 in Rashawn Johnson. Rashawn Johnson able to sell this one up and inside. 25-23. Other scores coming on right now in the region. We do have a final for those of you who were just watching the Canterbury and Blackhawk Christian game. 76-30 in advantage of the Braves. Winners in that one. As we welcome you inside the cage in case you were just watching that game. Huntington North leading over Leo 47-30. They are in the fourth quarter at the Lions Den. Deflected back on the way. Concordia trying to find an opportunity to pull into a two-possession affair. They go inside to Goodman. Goodman can't get it to go. And picked up again once more by the Saints. Chance again for DeCusin. DeCusin, nice block in reach. Eventually going to be deflected, but ticketed. So the foul now starting to pick up this time on Bailey. Actually, that'll be on number 32, I beg your pardon, and Evan Armstead. So that'll be his second. And team foul number 2. It'll stay on the floor as the triple won't go up, but a chance to get some free throws will, as another foul will be called. So not great for the Cadets right now. Already 3 team fouls that could give the opportunities for the Saints to try to draw back into this one. As they trail by 2, 25-23. So we see number 22 in Casey Pieper, ready to get this one up and on the board. 2 all-important free throws to try to even it, and gets the first. Other games going on tonight. We should say other games in progress, we should say. It's Snyder over Northside. They're in the third quarter there. 46-36 in the third. Second shot doesn't go. Whistle reach in, going to go against Bishop Dwenger this time. Let's see officially who that's going to be against. And the other game on the network we have for you at the moment, it is Southside, I beg your pardon, all over the Bruins by 22. They are in the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, 47-25. Actually, about 2 minutes left in the third, we should say. So again, SAC play certainly not wasting any time getting underway. And an all-important one for these two teams to try to get on the right track here at the cage tonight. Here's another swing coming in now from the hands of Lehrman. Lehrman looks to sail it up, connects back over to DeCusin. DeCusin again looks over to Lehrman, right side of the key, loses it and loses control. Connected back off the arms now of Bailey. Bailey now settles in, connects back over to Eggold. Eggold looks over to Bailey. Bailey cradles it. Bailey spins it. Goes back over to Eggold for 3. Bang! Luke Eggold able to get the quick 3 on the board. And a quick 2-possession game at advantage for Concordia, 28-24. You have the feeling it's going to be a first to 50. Will likely be the team who ends up pulling away in this one. Deflected again from Bailey, but his arm just reached outside. 84 feet. So I'm going to stay with the Saints, 28-24. But Concordia, again, coming back from as many as 10 down at one point. Doing a great job to come back. Push again on the left side. Jumper on the way. This one does not go. They're going to let that one bounce, and it's going to stay with the Saints. As it bounced off a Concordia defender, looked like potentially number 32, and was number 32, and Evan Armstead. Okay, that's the 3 fouls. Dwenger with 2. Here is Kaufman. Kaufman trying to draw the contact, doesn't get it. Contact now eventually drawn on Morris, so he'll get an opportunity to try to trim it down to a one-possession game, 28-24. And the foul's going to be picked up on Armstead, so that'll be his second, team foul number 4, his third foul, we should say. So Armstead now all of a sudden in foul trouble. It's Coach Brackman willing to keep him in. So we see Lewis Morris head back to the charity stripe. Morris able to answer with the first. One possession game, 25-28. But doesn't make the second. It's now Eggold again. Looks to try to reset over to Armstead. It's Eggold looking on the inside. Eggold finds a nice spin move up the middle and quickly on the board. Luke Eggold has been very strong here in this third quarter, getting 5 all-important points for this Concordia squad. And a 5-point game, 3:19 remaining here in the third. Armbar going to go, and an offensive against Kaufman. We're actually reaching and to go against Pori, so a big loss now for Bishop Dwenger. As Pori now all of a sudden picks up his third, team's third, with 3:18 left to go here in the third. And a 5-point advantage. Ike Eggold again. Hands it off to connect once more with Johnson. Johnson sets back over to Bailey. Bailey now back over to Sloan. Sloan again. Near armbar called for Johnson. They say play on. Sloan, 3. Pinball's off. Put back. That doesn't go. Reach in. Goes the opposite side. And now it'll be Bishop Dwenger with free throws the rest of the way as they, in the third we should say, to try to trim the advantage with 2:55 remaining here in the third. As again, for those of you that were watching Canterbury and Blackhawk Christian, 76-30 the final in that one. Some other games just getting awfully close of hitting the finish mark. Huntington North and Leo, that's 53-30. As they're in the fourth there. Only one goes up in time, not going to matter. And the reach-in going to go back the other way. So certainly it's going to be a tale of fouling here in the third to see how quickly can you take down your big targets. Very similar to what we saw earlier in the girls' game. Swing again from Eggold. Bobbled and saved again for Lang. Connect again for Eggold. 3. Doesn't go, but open pasture in the middle again for Ethan Sloan. And a full 2-possession advantage. 2:28 remaining here in the third. 32-26. Now they're slowly just trying to take their time here if they can. Another push again. A nice swing off the hands of Casey Beeper. Piper able to get it in time. And a 4-point game. 2:02 remaining here in the third. You got to think this one's going to be a little bit closer than you think, won't it be? Connection again up the gut. This one thrown up and able to draw the contact off the body of Morris. So Morris, it looks like, is going to pick up his second. And so both teams going to shoot free throws the rest of the way here in the third. But Concordia again with that 4-point advantage. The shot is no good. So again, if you're trying to get a good free throw shooter that can slow things down, this may be the time to make that happen if you are Concordia. New Haven over Belmont, this team that Concordia will be facing off against tomorrow. They're leading over Belmont by 16 in the third. As the second shot's up and in, 33-28. Still a 5-point game, advantage of the Cadets. Slide in of the reach. And a nice block rebound again on the inside. Buck 38 remaining. Handoff again. Goes out of play. And going to stay with the Saints. We're going to go back to the Saints as it looks like Lewis Moore is slow to get up. So the Saints going to have to try to break through with a 5-point game. It's felt like a chess match for the most part between these two teams. So they go to Jordan. Left side, jumper. Jordan rims it out. A rebound back in the hands of Bailey. Bailey spits it across, connects back over to Eggold. Eggold again looking on the return. $1:08 remaining here in the third. Looks again. How about that give and go? My goodness. Eggold on the receiving end, but a push again on the inside. Once more, this time from the hands of number 12 and Ethan Sloan. So again, a great combination you'll certainly want to keep your eyes on. Offensive foul picked up against the Saints. And it's against Piper. That's his third. And a 7-point lead and advantage of Concordia. With 46.1 remaining here in quarter number 3. And certainly been a fun one so far here tonight. Another cross-court swing. Able to connect inside to Bailey. This one won't go. Kind of bops off the head. Eventually, Eggold, 3. Off, won't go. Rebound back in the hands of Pieper. Pieper again, 27 seconds. Pori, 3. That doesn't go. Piper sails it up in. Nice give and go cut to DQs it. It's Tommy DQs it inside. And a 5-point game with 11 seconds left here in the third. And a timeout will be called. Interesting move on the timeout with 9.4 remaining, but Concordia will want to stop to think it over. Well, again, tomorrow here on the network, we will have 3 games for you. This Concordia team going to be taking on New Haven at New Haven. So we'll have that game for you at about 7:30. Other games in action, it'll be Bluffton taking on Garrett and Snyder welcoming Elkhart to town. So that'll be all coming up tomorrow night right here on Summit City Sports. Meanwhile, we'll get you cut up on some of the other games going on across the region. There's again a full night of SAC play, certainly well in gear. Some games nearly final, but still waiting some results on it. We've got a close one coming on at the home of the Legends. It's 54-48 advantage of Snyder as they're in the fourth over there. The other SAC game we've got on the network tonight, it's Southside leading over Northrop. They're in the fourth, 56-34. Or 60-42. Cut again on the inside. Got it to go. George Pori able to answer. And just like that, it's a one-possession game as we go to the fourth. So as we go to the fourth, it's Concordia 35, Bishop Dwenger 32. Strap in, folks. Back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
But now I got a whole lot of thing and I come from study. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to shout harder than the street lights. Ran the streets sometimes.
Bruce. We welcome you back inside 35-32 here in the fourth quarter. As Concordia leading over Bishop Dwenger. Joe Northern, thank you so much for joining us again. Already a big one here tonight. Another score we have in SAC play. It's Wayne leading over Carroll 50-34 as they are just getting started here in the fourth quarter. So fourth quarters certainly now abound for most games in action here tonight. Jumper on the way from Pori. Doesn't go. Nice reach again up the middle. This one doesn't go. And back in the hands of Clayton Goodman. And again, the one thing to note is that you'll have to be strategic on who can foul and who to foul. As right now, currently Bishop Dwenger, 2 different players of 3 fouls on the floor. Same thing for Concordia. For the Saints, currently with 3 fouls, it's Pori and Pieper on the floor. For Concordia right now, it's Goodman and number 32 in Armstead with 3 fouls apiece. So certainly something to keep in mind. You can see Armstead was trying to draw the contact, eventually taken away from the hands of Morris. And a reset again from Kaufman. Kaufman in triple team traffic. This time he draws the contact, and it's going to be against Armstead. So Armstead all of a sudden picks up his 4th foul to make it 35-32. So Concordia will pick up the first team foul, 6:48 remaining here in regulation. It's Kaufman. Connects inside to Pieper. Pieper again. Jumper to Pori. Pori drains it in, and we're even at 35. As Pori with 16 on the board. Here's Trent connecting back to Goodman. Goodman looking in on the interim, finding Lang. Another high opportunity for Trent. Trent sails it out, opposite side, goes over to Lang. Dwenger settling in a little bit of a zone, just protecting that key as much as they can. A little bit of man-to-man tendencies. They're doing a great job in that zone. But Concordia trying to milk that time, trying to reset and see where is that best opportunity, got a best suit for them. Lang. Bailey. Doesn't go. But going to be ticketed against Kaufman. But going to stay on the floor, so nobody shooting there. 35 apiece, 5:54 remaining. But a good offensive series to at least try to pause things to figure out where you want to go from here. But you got to get some points. They were able to get it in the act at this time. So the push going to go back against Kaufman. And an opportunity for Concordia to regain the lead once more, 35 apiece. So we are just getting into the fourth quarter here. 6 minutes left to go. 5:51 if we're being exact. So he makes them both. 37-35 advantage of the Cadets. Saints trying to get their first lead since early in the first half. This one going to be picked back away once more. Here's Johnson. Johnson spits it out opposite side. Trent was certainly looking for a chance to go for it. That one won't go. Whistle not going to go. They'll reset it again. A long 3 off the mark. Bailey able to pick this one up in time. 2-point game. 5:15 remaining here in the fourth. But a slight slip over the line going to go against Rashawn Johnson. Make it 37-35 with 5:11 left to go here in the fourth. Another push again for Lehrman. Long triple, it goes! Pori does it again! And the Saints with their first lead since midway through the first half. Here's Bailey. Gets it out to Goodman. Goodman won't get it to go, and the Saints answering it right back. But nearly picked away from the hands of Lang. Going to stay in Saints territory, and all of a sudden, Bishop Dwenger certainly finding a way to turn on the Jets here in the fourth with 4:32 remaining. As we'd like to welcome those of you who were just watching the Huntington North and Leo game where the Vikings get the win over the Lions in 88 play, 55-30. As Huntington North will get the win late in that one. Great one going on. It's at Northside right now, 58-57 as well. Spin move now from the hands of DeCusin. Gets it back over to Lehrman. Lehrman resetting over to Pori. Pori lurking in. Able to send this one across. Finds Pieper. Pieper again. Long triple on the way. This one doesn't go. Nice save again on the inside. It's Zach Lehrman on the board. And a 3-point game advantage of BD. With 3:45 left to go. Armstead still continuing to stay with it. Long three on the way from Lang. This one rims off the top. Back at Saint territory. We'd like to welcome those of you who were just watching Southside and Northrop as the Archers win over the Bruins 65-49. We've had a great one here all night long between these two teams, 40-37 with 3:21 remaining here in regulation. Here's a steal coming again opposite side. Johnson on the board and in. As Johnson finds a way to get a sweet flush. With 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Chance again for DeCusin. Looks over to Pori. Pori on the inside. Pori doesn't get it. Put back up and in. Zach Lehrman on the answer. And back to a 3-possession game. 2:42 remaining in regulation. Lehrman with doing that twice here in the fourth. Swung again from Armstead. Looks to the inside, finds Trent. Armstead, no! But a reach in on the inside to try to cut it to one. 42-39, 2:22 remaining here in the fourth. And a timeout called by the Saints. And we'll take it with them. We've got a barn burner here in SAC play. Back in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, you can see the crowd chanting to "Hey Baby," 2:22 left here in quarter number 4. Possibility this could extend a little bit longer for those of you who were just watching the Huntington North and Leo game. The Vikings winning over the Lions 55-30. We welcome you inside to the home of the Cadets. And for those of you who were just watching Southside defeat Northrop 65-49, welcome inside the cage, where it's been back and forth over and over. And Mo Bamba has been played here in the arena, which infamously has been known for some teams. If that song is played, the team that's winning and gets the most excited finds a way to blow the game. We've seen it happen in some situations. We've actually seen it nearly happen here at one point or another. As the free throw up and in now for Johnson. Opportunity to cut it to one. And he does. 2:22 remaining. He's got 8 on the board. And a push in coming from Kaufman. Kaufman at the interlocking logo in the center. Go to DeCusin. DeCusin, 2 minutes remaining. Again, both teams still with fouls to give, mind you. Concordia still has two to give before free throws. Bishop Dwenger still has the 1. But they're not to that territory as of yet, but you got to think it certainly could be in play. Spori looks again for 3. Can't get it to go. Reach in, armbar against Armstead. Oh my! Actually, no, it will be against number 14 in Johnson, so Armstead won't get the credit for it. But nonetheless, both teams now with 3 fouls. And again, keeping it on the floor. Only 1 more left to give on each side before it's free throws the rest of the way. And a $1:30 remaining. And Johnson again going to be on the reach over. Are they calling the arm bar against him? No, it'll say it's a tip. And they're going to give Dwenger the timeout in the meantime, too. So the Saints will take a timeout. Don't forget upcoming games here on Summit City Sports. Tomorrow night, we'll see this Concordia team take on New Haven. That'll be 7:30. Eli Lawrence will join you for that one. Coming up from the home of the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs right now up big over Belmont, 73-54. They're in the late stages of the fourth in that one at the home of the Bulldogs. So will certainly be an interesting one to keep your eye on. Again, winner of this one, they go to 1-1 in SAC play, and certainly could help them get in good position of trying to stay in it as well in league play and make it rather interesting. Snyder and Northside, they're also at 59-57. They're in the fourth quarter in that one. So again, 2 close games in league play. We've got a great one here. Could be a wild and nutty finish too, should it continue to hold out. DeCusin connects back over to Kaufman. Kaufman, buck 16. They're going cross-court pass, trying to play a little keep away right now. See who can they foul to at least miss a free throw. And the armbar reach going to go off the hands of DeCusin. So that's the last one to give, as Eggelt's going to pick up his second. So one more, and it's free throws the rest of the way for Bishop Dwenger. So again, it's going to be a tale of at least trying to foul the guys that certainly do not excel at the free throw line. So again, we're going to see that strategy and hopefully see if that may pay off for the Cadets, the team who's had the lead for about 70% of this game so far. But they got to go to Luke DeCusin and try to get past him as he makes the first. So he's got 7 points on the board tonight with a $1:03 remaining. DeCusin does it again. 3-point game, advantage of the Saints. 1 minute remaining here in the fourth. Another push again, this time coming in for Trent. Trent Connecting back and forth with Armstead. Looks to get over to Bailey. Nearly deflected out of play, and it is. As Casey Piper was ever so close, but had a foot out. And a timeout called by Concordia. Full timeout called. We will take it with them. 44-31. Back in a moment.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait set.
And we'd like to welcome those of you who were just watching the other games in action here tonight. Snyder, a winner over Northside, the legend, so close to tying it at the horn, but could not get the job done as the Panthers pull away. And that one not too far away from us. And Belmont, or New Haven, we should say, winners over Belmont, 79-55. We welcome you inside here to the home of the Cadets. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. It's been a fun one here tonight between these two teams. Concordia down 3. Bishop Dwenger going on a little bit of a surge late here in the fourth quarter. Can they find a way to hang on and surpass the win total from last season and improve to 2-3? Or will it be Concordia to try to play victors on their home court? As they go in for the reach inside, and another timeout will be called. As Concordia will take yet another one on the board with 26.3 remaining. And so far, the story tonight has been Morning Glory and George Pori with 19 points on the board for Bishop Dwenger. Certainly leading the way. Second closest leading scorer tonight, Luke DeCusen, with 8 on the board. Meanwhile, for Concordia, they've done a great job of spreading the scoring around. With Rayshawn Johnson picking up 8 on the board, 7 on the board, we should say, for Ike Eggold, and 6 apiece for number 30 in Charlie Lang and Evan Armstead. So again, with the teams just continuing to try to go back and forth we go, it is certainly going to be a fight to the finish as we try to close this one out with 26.3 remaining. And again, timeouts now slowly becoming a premium. Both teams, by our count, still with 2 timeouts remaining. But right now, the Saints in bonus territory as Concordia over the limit. And the Saints still have one more left to give. The question is, when do they decide to do that, if they decide to do it? They want to certainly try to avoid somebody getting in 3-point distance. Eggold's been a big one, who's been a big part of that. 21 seconds remaining. Eggold able to sail this one out. Here's a 3. This one doesn't go. Reach in, last tip. Going to stay with Concordia. As he was looking to connect over to Charlie Lang, but could not get it. So now you have to think, are they going to try to keep it tight here? 14.2 remaining. May not be a bad time to foul. Here's Trent. Bounce pass on the inside to Armstead. Trent looks again. 8 seconds. Looks up for the tie. In and out. Rebound back of the hands. Concordia one more chance as it's deflected off the Saints. So another opportunity for Concordia. They've had multiple looks forward, and a timeout will be called. Oh, my goodness. Well, this is Indiana, isn't it? And again, both teams, this could be the win that kind of changes things to get the momentum in the direction that they wanted to get to. Again, we mentioned Concordia. They'll take on New Haven tomorrow night. We'll have them for you right here on the network. Then they welcome Garrett on the 27th before headed to the Castle of Norwell on the 30th to round out the year. Meanwhile, for Bishop Dwenger, they've got a tournament coming up on the 29th with Columbia City and South Bend Adams and Tenley in a 2-day classic. But the Saints will have a break after this to kind of recoup and figure out where to go from there next. But nonetheless, it has been a wild and wacky matchup. It's the Cadets down to 1 timeout remaining. .7 left to go. Need a 3 to extend the game. They look for 3. It Trent. It goes. It goes. Eli Trent saves Concordia, and we're headed to overtime. Oh my goodness! A wide open 3 for Eli Trent. Take a look at that again. He got it with a little time left and able to get the flush. So we go to overtime. 44-44, back in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, Eli Trent bringing his team from the depth and back in motion as we take a look at that again once more. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Had the step back, and as you can clearly see, nothing but open pasture. As we head to overtime here at the Castle. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. And haven't had too many overtimes here on the network this season, but we'll see what happens here. And can the Cadets find this as a surge of momentum? And the fans starting to chant, here we go, Cadets, here we go. Nice layup and in, coming from the hands of Armstead. 46-44. Well, we jokingly said first to 50 is going to win this one. I lied, maybe closer to 60 at this point. And a nice breakaway again for Pori to make it even at 46. 21 points for Pori. As they're trading buckets here in the fourth. In this overtime period. Trip over going to go against Trent. And that's the last foul to give if you're Concordia. So everybody going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 46 all here in the fifth. And it's going to be George Pori ready to bring it up and over. So another foul in Concordia, I beg your pardon. So not necessarily free throws yet for the Cadets. And this is exactly the position they want their team to be. Pori looks to try to get the redemption bucket. Doesn't get it. Nice offensive board. Jumper on the way. It goes! (50-46). A two-possession lead. That's quickly cut back to one. Yes, Trent again finds a way to connect. 50-48, 2:50 remaining here in the extra time. And a rebound again once more from Armstead. Armstead lobs it up, won't get it. Rebound back in the hands of Piper. Piper won't be able to get it to go. With 2:39 remaining, and oh my goodness. It has certainly been one of those nights here tonight, hasn't it? And another foul going to be picked up for Concordia. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for Eli Trent. So with Trent going to be picking up that foul, it gives Dwenger again an opportunity to try to go back up by 2 possessions. And again, they still only have one more foul to give. Trent doesn't get it. Or Piper doesn't get it, I beg your pardon. So still a 1-point game, 50-48. Again, for those of you who've just joined us all across our network, he makes the second. So back to a 3-point game. Winner of this one going to go to 1-1 in SAC play. Loser goes to 0-2. And certainly not a spot you want to be early on in league play. Reach in up the middle, rims out. Nice block tip save coming in from Pori. Kaufman off the foot. Going to be kicked off, actually, number 11 in Ike Eggold. So again, the 3-point advantage for the Saints. Thanks to the big 3 from Tommy Kaufman. But they're going to have to hurry. Kaufman, not too much time to work with. Kaufman gets it across the timeline in time. Kaufman trying to go past. And the hand in on the inside going to go against Ethan Sloan. He's arguing to say that wasn't against him, but he clearly poked his hand in there in time. And so both teams now, so again, more free throws upcoming for the Saints to try to extend this to a 2-possession game, but they won't do it here on this one. So they went 1-2 on their last trip. Second one doesn't go. Concordia still with the chance here. Here's Lang. Now back over to Johnson. Johnson resets, finds Sloan. Long triple. It goes! Charlie Lang with a quick 3, and we're even at 51. 1:40 remaining here in overtime. Chance again for Kaufman. Kaufman going on the right side of the key. Gets the kiss off the glass and in. Kaufman able to answer, the overtime hero so far. He's gotten 5 points in overtime with 1:20 remaining. Push again for Sloan. Sloan now back over to Johnson. Johnson on the return. Trying to at least find a break on the inside and eventually find something here as a push going to go against the Saints, and that's the last one to give, so it will be free throws rest of the way on both sides. Should we get rest of the way on both sides? And knowing how this one has gone, it's quite possible. And a bad throwaway and mistake from Ike Eggold. He had the angle but could not connect. And a turnover picked up by Concordia. So Bishop Dwenger able to recover. With 1 minute remaining here in overtime. DeCusin trying to get past Johnson in the man-to-man zone. Johnson 2-on-1, and a timeout called by Bishop Dwenger to try to reset it, but a lot of time lost in the interim in that one too. 53-51 with 44.7 remaining. Well, it's certainly been a fun one, hasn't it? A reminder, more basketball for you next week here on the network. Monday night, it'll be the Spartans headed up to the Lions Den as Homestead takes on Leo. It'll be your Monday night game at 7:30, and then Tuesday night, it'll be Columbia City taking on Blackhawk Christian at the home of the Braves at Blackhawk Christian. .7 remaining. 53-51 advantage of Bishop Dwenger, but Concordia trying to break through, either force yet another overtime or win the game on a three. But they've done a great job of at least bending but not breaking in this one. Well, here we go again. Another reach in. This one won't go, but a chance to extend it to a two-possession game. So both teams already over the limit. It'll be number 22 in Casey Piper to try to add some points and extend it to a two-possession lead. But he's got to make them both as he gets the first. Again, upcoming for these two teams, for Bishop Dwenger, they'll have a week and a half off before they take on Columbia City, South Bend Adams, and Tenley in a tournament over the holiday season. Meanwhile, Concordia right back at it tomorrow against New Haven. Second one up and in, 41 seconds remaining. Chance again for the K-Dats, 38 seconds to go. They go for the reach, and they do, but that's the time to do it if you can. As it'll be two free throws on the way upcoming for Charlie Lang, who's been able to hit beyond the triple mark here quite a few times tonight, but will look to try to continue to add to it. And he cuts it back to a one-possession game. 55-52, 35.7 remaining here in the extra period. Able to get it in time yet again. 55-53 here in overtime. Number one. Wouldn't be surprised if we headed to a second. Swing across and now over to DeCusin. DeCusin looks to go in, and a reach in going to be called against Goodman. DeCusin's already got 8 on the board tonight. Make it 28.3 remaining. So again, it's going to be just kind of the old tale as old as time to make your free throws over and over again if you can. But will he look to do it again here? DeCusin off the mark. So he's able to get the deflection. Still going to remain a 1-point game. Evan Armstead back in. Second one goes. 56-53. 9 points for DeCusin, 22 seconds remaining in overtime. Quick cross court. Got to look for a triple here if you can. 10 seconds. And a timeout called by Concordia to think it over. They were looking for a travel. They didn't get it. And so Concordia going to be out of timeouts here as they take their last timeout. 56 to 53. So 7.8 remaining in what has certainly been a matchup that has been really close all along. And again, at one point, Bishop Dwenger holding a 14-point advantage or a 12-point advantage at one point in the game. Now only holding an advantage at 3, but a late 3-point shot coming in from Eli Trent to extend the game by 4 minutes. And by de facto, at least 20. But now 7.8 left to go. They're going to have to rely maybe on that triple magic again one more time. As they get it inside, connects over to Eggold. Eggold won't get it to go. They're able to get the hand in time. And the ball going to go back to Bishop Dwenger with 3.1 remaining. It looks like Kaufman was able to pick it up and save it in time. As Concordia is out of timeouts, Bishop Dwenger is going to take their final timeout. 56-53. Why don't we take it with them? Back in a moment.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
56-53 advantage of the Saints as they're getting ever so closer of trying to finish this one out if they can. But it has certainly been a back and forth affair. Cross pass on the inside, they go into Piper. So they shell out maybe a second and a half. But not before being reached in for the foul, as a free throw will likely do it here. So it just takes one to really finish it off for the Saints, and they will. Casey Piper able to do it. They're forcing everybody to go back as they should, opposite side. Not going to matter, get both. And that's how this one's going to come to a close. 1 second, jumper from the volleyball line. It goes, but too little, too late. But ever so close, not going to matter. As Bishop Dwenger survives in a wacky one in the league home opener for the Cadettes. 58-56, your final. Our player of the game is George Pori, 22 points out of 58 for the Saints. Don't forget, we'll be back with more basketball tomorrow right here on Summit City Sports. 3 games on the docket for you, as we'll have Bluffton and Garrett, Elkhart, Snyder, Concordia, and New Haven. For Matt Jackson, Joe Northern saying so long. Happy holidays, everyone. I'll see you at the start of the new year. We'll see you for more hoops tomorrow. So long.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports.